Hello there, and welcome to my Unison League channel, and I will be your host, Timely. So, I really wanted to update my guides on these spawns that are coming out nowadays to help you guys decipher on what spawns to hit and what spawns to wait for. But first, let's talk about these spawns in general. So when you hit a spawn, a little light beam goes up and hits the center, and then it goes around in a circle, and then if you get an SSR, it becomes a rainbow. Now this, psychologically, is supposed to be very, very addictive, just like the slot machines at casinos. When you get something good, you get that adrenaline rush, and you get that sense of accomplishment, or getting a reward. And you're going to want to get that feeling again, which tempts you to spawn even more. So be very, very careful when you are doing spawns and whatnot. You don't want to get trapped. Spawn addiction is a real thing, guys. And before I get started, a word from our sponsor. Are you, family, or loved one suffering from Unison League spawn addiction? Here at the Unison League Addict Rehabilitation Center, we help our patients curb their impulses to spawn. Studies released from the UL Association of Truth and Honesty that 1 out of 3 people suffer from spawn addiction. Don't wait. Call today for your free consultation. I used to be a UL spawn addict, but I reached out for help. Dr. Paco helped care for my rehabilitation and helped me replace my impulses with something much healthier, like hentai. UL Addiction Rehabilitation Center. And we're back. So there's going to be 5 spawns that you gotta be very, very knowledgeable of, okay? So these spawns are Treasure Spawn, Step Up Spawn, Class Spawn, Special Spawn, and Monster Spawn. Now let's first talk about the Treasure Spawn, okay? Treasure Spawn is easily by far the most expensive spawn to hit, especially when you're going for either the monster or multiple pieces of gear. Now, in my opinion, if you were going to go for the monster inside the treasure spawn, chances are very high that you're not going to pull the monster inside of a jackpot. It's very, very unlikely. I believe it is a 6% chance. I also believe that just pulling them out of the spawn rates itself is going to be even less than 1%. Like, the rates are atrocious, guys. The A team really wants you to get medals to buy them in the exchange. So to get the top tier monster in the exchange would be like 10,000 medals, right? Well, to get 10,000 medals, I speculate that you would need at least 500 gems or more. And even with 500 gems, guys, you need to chain your jackpots like 3 to 4 times. You have to be extremely lucky to get 10,000 medals within 500 gems. That's why I never recommend to do treasure spawn, because you usually do treasure spawn to get the monster that just came out. But if you were to wait like 3 to 4 months, you'd be able to see that monster inside of a step up spawn. Now that leads me into the step up spawns. Now, step up spawns are actually really good, guys, especially if you're a new player or a veteran player. If you're a new player, you're doing the step up spawn to get a decent monster to carry you through story mode or other harder quests. Now, if you're a veteran player, you're doing the step up spawn to get fodder to feed to your monsters that you already have. Now, the step up spawn does come with some drawbacks though, compared to the treasure spawn where you can get the medals and then choose the things you want out of the medal exchange. The step up spawn is all RNG. You don't have a choice. You don't have the choice of what stats you want. You don't have the choice of what monster you're gonna get. It's all randomized. But it's still very good in my opinion. Now it usually costs 46 gems to do a whole step up spawn, so make sure you avoid the step up spawns that cost at least 150 gems. There are other step up spawns that are way more expensive that are meant for the top tier players that are whales and whatnot. So be wary of those step ups and go for the cheaper ones. Now think of it this way, if you're, trying to raise your gear score and you see that there's 33 cost monsters are the lowest in there or 32 cost monsters are the lowest in there, chances are those 33 cost or 32 cost monsters are going to have better rates than the 34 and 35 cost monsters. So you can kind of strategize around that and aim to pull those monsters to get duplicates of the 33 and 32 cost monsters you already have, so you do not have to expend monster orbs. That is how I max pot my Gremory, that is how I max pot my Bastet, and whatnot, and all that good stuff. Even though they're pretty outdated now, they're still really good monsters to have, in my opinion. I'm not whale enough to get 34 cost stat sticks yet. Well, actually, I'm never going to become a whale. I am just a small seal in a very big ocean. Next, we have the shared spawn. Now, I used to like the shared spawn, but over time, they kind of made it worse. So, to hit the shared spawn, I preferably never hit it when it's above 200. Because your chances of getting a jackpot are much lower, guys. So to strategize when you're going to snipe the shared spawn, you want to wait until it's 200 or less. Usually I do it when it's 100 or less, so that you can go for the medals as a jackpot or you can go for the monster ticket as a jackpot. The strategy is to get more than one jackpot, maybe a ticket and maybe 2,000 medals at the same time, doing the 45 gem pull. And news just came in, the shared spawn is at 200 left, and I have someone on the ground right now interviewing one potential jackpot winner.
Today I'm at the shared spawn casino, and there is only 200 items left with 5 jackpots inside of the new shared spawn. Excuse me, sir, I'm a reporter with Timely UL reporting on some dank ass news. The shared spawn is just about to reset. Are you trying to jackpot, and what would you buy with your new prize?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Back to you, Timely.
Thanks, Lynette, my #1 favorite trap, you. Now, getting back to the topic of spawns. Let's talk about the special spawn. So this is arguably the best spawn in the game, guys, because whenever a team releases it, it's only up for 1 day, or technically 2 days. However, there are spawns in there that are not worth it. So like the weapon spawn or like the normal spawns in there, anything in there that is not the featured gear spawn or the monster spawn is not worth it. Even the monster spawn is iffy to me. The only reason why you'd want to hit the special spawn is to do the featured gear spawn twice for 45 gems, guys, because you have the chance at pulling extremely good gear just for 45 gems. That's 2 pieces of gear instead of 1 piece of gear for 46 gems from the step up spawn. You can also hit these spawns to get the ether drops and the monster orbs, but really, it's all about that featured gear spawn, guys. It's the best for sure. So always wait for a special spawn, especially if you're free to play. It always comes out when you least expect it, I kid you not. So yeah, guys, I think that's it for me for tonight. I'm not going to really explain the class spawn. I feel like that one's really self-explanatory. all you really need to know about the class spawn is that it comes with infusions and you get to pick what class of weapons you want. So yeah guys, I have to get going now. Peace.
Hey guys, it's time for my afterword. I really didn't want to make this video too long, so it feels a little bit rushed in the end, but I guess oh well. Shout out to my dude Willie from my guild who helped me make this video of the casino scene. That shit made me laugh so hard, getting him to dress up in those cosmetics. But yeah guys, I eventually want to start innovating some more ideas into my channel and maybe have some guests come on to my channel and share their opinions and whatnot. So thanks guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you want more.